Good evening, this is B. N. Nagesh, retired civil servant. So today we are doing a video on preparation for the civil services interview. So before we go into the actual discussion, I would like to speak about myself. I'm a retired civil servant born on the government of Karnataka for, uh, for 29 years of administrative experience, and I belong to a family of civil servants. My brother retired as a Deputy Inspector General of Police in Karnataka. My sister retired from the Indian Railway Personnel Service. She was selected as a Group A officer in the IRPS. She took VRS as a senior DPO in Bangalore. So in this, what I'm trying to tell the aspirants who qualify for the interview, I'm sharing the basic information on how we are going to go about for conducting the mock interviews. So basically, as soon as the mains results are introduced, we are expected to fill up the detailed application form. In short, it is called DAF. So in the first session, we tell you the do's and don'ts. This is the most important part of the preparing for the interview, the detailed application form. So because when you go for the interview board has before it your detailed application form. So questions are based only on what you write in the DAF. So you'll have to be very careful. You have to think twice before filling in the DAF. In session 2, we speak of what likely questions you can get on the detailed application form. Like part 1 of the DAF relates to personal details, like your name, optional, the reasons for selecting that optional, your place of birth, is it linked to any historical event, then the town, district, state. So you would be expected to know the basics of your place of birth, your town, your district, and the state you hail from, because this is to the member would like to know whether you are familiar with your state or the place where you come from. So this is part 1 of the DAF, which personal details, questions on personal details will be asked. So we'll equip you for the first part. The second part of the detailed application form, details relating to prizes, sports, NCC, positions of distinction, leadership held in college, other extracurricular activities. So even this portion of the detailed application form, you'll have to think twice before filling it. Suppose you do not have any, or you have not held any position of distinction or leadership, you can be frank in admitting that rather than trying to lie and get stuck. I remember in one interview session, the candidate is a doctor, he's done his MD in general medicine. So he was asked questions about the details of the convocation. See, this particular candidate went on giving lie after lie. He said convocation was held in this particular year, it was held in this particular city. Then the member who was interviewing him asked him in which hand did you receive the convocation certificate. That person said, I received it in the right hand. After everything was over, the member told him, see, this particular year the university did not have any convocation. So what happens, don't expect the members to put you on a wrong footing. So what we advise you is, when you fill up the second part of the DAF, you be careful on what you write. Your prizes, sports, NCC, positions of distinction, leadership held in college, other extracurricular activities. So the sections, the third, fourth and fifth sessions, we would be having a mock session with feedback. We will intimate who the other members would be. So it is a one-to-one interaction in which the candidate will be comfortable. He will have actual feel of the interview. So by the time he finishes section 3 and 4, he will gain sufficient confidence in facing the board. And in each session which we do, we give you the feedback. Now the material support, we will give you the substance of the PIB releases for a year. Of course, all this you would have written when you're preparing for the prelims and mains. Highlights of 1 year current events of national and international importance. Roundup of important topics in the mains GS1 to 4. Important legislations in the past 1 year. The highlights of the latest budget. Highlights of the economic survey. Important social issues. So this would be the material support which will be offered to you. See, the interview basically, as we have seen, it is for about 40 minutes, and the board wants to test your suitability for the post of the civil servant. So for this, what the board expects is, it expects frankness, it expects honesty, and it is not that you are supposed to know everything when you are going for the interview. The material support, what I'm speaking of, you would have already known all this at the time of preparing for the mains, but still a cursory look at the material support will give you a lot of confidence when you attend the interview. See, the civil services main interview is the final stage of selection. After the grueling prelims, which is a test of elimination, then the mains, test of screening, then finally the interview. So the interview is the final stage of selection, and the interview is like a paper by itself. So preparation for the interview, as I said, requires commitment. It requires the basics which will be ingrained in our sessions. As I told you, we would have 5 sessions. Session 1, the basics on what the detailed application form is, what you should write, what you should not write. Because as I told you, the interview board has with it your DAF in front of them, and the questions are only from what you have given. So read the detailed application form again and again, and think twice before you write down. Then we spoke of the mock sessions. Finally, the material support also I stressed upon. The fees for the civil services mains interview would be 5,000 for these 5 sessions with material support. So as I said earlier, the preparing for the interview is like preparing for any GS paper, in the sense that whatever you have read for the mains, your GS 1 to 4, plus the knowledge of current events, current issues, knowledge of the reading the paper, daily newspaper, all this will come in handy to you at the time of the interview, preparing for the interview. Finally, I wind up my discussion by stating that we at Bangalore have a track record of many candidates qualifying for the interview based on our model, and the services rendered by our group is excellent, in the sense we are all a team of retired civil servants, and we are committed to seeing that more and more students get into the civil services and become the agents of change. Thank you.